Hello everyone and welcome to Yoka's Polka. I am Yoka, your night owl. So I just want to show off my nails because I've been working so hard trying to get my nails done by myself, and yeah, I just want to show that off really quickly. But let's not waste any more time. I want to do these spreads, and I had an idea to pick like girl stickers because, you know, Women's Day is coming up, so I figured this would be a perfect time to use these girly stickers. And what I did is I kind of just laid them out and then just picked a couple, and I tried picking girls that had like different poses or different kind of outfits so they don't really match that much. So that was kind of like my process of which ones to pick. And I'm also going to be using lunch bags for paper because it's like the perfect color paper that I needed. For the theme, I kind of wanted to stick to like not so bright colors and kind of just like dark earth tone colors. What I'm doing right now is kind of going through all my Daiso envelopes that I've collected through all the years, and I never used them, so I figured this would be a perfect time to try to like include them into my spreads. So I really wanted to use that kind of golden brownish envelope because it really matches with the lunch bag, and sometimes I like to make both of the pages kind of go together, if that makes sense. Sometimes I like to make the pages either just completely different colors or kind of have the same tone as each other, and it really just depends how you feel or like how you want your journal to look. But in this case, I figured this would be perfect, so what I started to do is rip up that lunch bag and kind of like rip it up in a way that it's not taking up too much of the writing space, but just enough. And you can see that I kind of like go back and forth ripping it up. Anyways, what I'm doing right now is just going on and sticking it onto the paper. And I actually got this tool with these girls stickers, so I never used it and I want to maybe start using it because now with my longer nails it's kind of hard to undo the stickers, so I'm definitely gonna try to use that tool a lot more. Right now I'm just going through all my flowery stickers, and I'm just kind of like putting some of the flowers next to that girl and trying to see which one would kind of stick with her, and I felt like those on the side worked well with her, so now I'm just like kind of playing around with it and just seeing, okay, like maybe this one, maybe that one, and I like those two the most, the clovers and the white flowers, so I just went with that. Sometimes I really like the dainty kind of flowers. I don't like to put a lot, especially if the sticker is kind of the main focus, if that makes sense. So she kind of has like a lot going on in her dress, so it's like stripy and stuff, so I felt like the flowers needed to be kind of toned down a bit so you can still kind of see her the most. I also just picked out a white washi and I just put it on top of the flower just to make it look like it was a dried flower that I stuck onto the spread, but it's not. I then flipped through my sticker books and I tried finding a quote that would fit in that little area, and the quote that I chose was "You can and you will." So I also went ahead and just picked like little dainty stickers and just kind of played around with it to see if like it will match, and it did. I then also went back and decided to add a brown washi to the top and also to the bottom just to kind of add a little bit more interest to the page because it seemed like it needed something but not too much, so I figured like the brown washi would be just perfect. Moving on to the next page, this is such a simple spread idea, especially if you don't have time to really like decorate. I suggest doing this because what you do is you just pick a paper from one of the paper pads, and they sell them at Michael's and I'm pretty sure maybe even Target, I'm not too sure, but what I do is I go ahead and just see which paper kind of goes with the page that we just did, and I figured this one kind of went with it because there's whites and browns and the last one was whites and browns. So what you do is you kind of just trim it and you just glue it right into the center and leave like a little bit of white trim, and then you just go ahead and put like a little envelope, and you can even like make an envelope I might show you how to make your own envelope one of these days. And then there you go, it's like kind of like a very easy spread idea. And just like with the last girl, what I'm doing is going through all my stickers and kind of choosing which ones would match her. So after playing around with it, I was happy with those 2 selections, so I just went ahead and placed all the stickers down. And it kind of felt like too empty, so what I did is I went back to my paper bag and I just started cutting it. And what you're gonna see me do is like kind of measure out the box, or measure out the paper, and then I just started tearing it. So that way it doesn't look like the flowers are floating. And I didn't want to do like that washi tape thing again. So what I did is I just created like this little envelope. Yeah, now you can see I'm just like gluing it, and you'll see what I mean once I place it. So yeah, there you go. So moving on to the next page, I was super excited for this one. And since I have 3 girls, I decided to do like a triangle kind of. Since my family was gonna come and visit me, I figured I wanted to do something with a traveling girl. So I took this map paper and I just cut like one of the squares out of there. And you can see that it's kind of like creating a river, or I don't even know what that is. No, it's not a river, it's a land. Yes, I know my map, sorry. So what I did is I just went ahead and cut it like right straight to create 2 triangles, and I'm just gonna place it one there and one there. There you go. And there you can just see I'm just gluing it down. And then I'm just going through my sticker books to find a sticker, because it seemed kind of empty right in that corner, so I wanted to kind of make it not so empty. And this sticker I was actually, those 2 actually I didn't even stay with. You'll see that I removed it. So I went back into my flower and plant stickers because it kind of seemed to be the theme that I was going with, so I kind of wanted to continue that. And I'm just doing the same thing, I'm just trying to play around with them and see which one matches and which one goes with what. This is where I decided that that sticker didn't really work there, and I liked the leaves way more because it just really matched with the color. So I took off that green sticker as well, and I placed the flowers right there, and I really like it. I'm just trimming off the excess so it doesn't stick out. Next, I did want to write the date, and I've been kind of starting to write like my dates on the washies. So I just went ahead and chose like a tan colored, and I placed it right there for the date. So this page was my favorite because I tried finding 2 girls that looked like me and my sister. However, the annoying thing was like these stickers are a lot of light-skinned people. No offense to light skin, I'm light skinned too, but we need some like darker tone, especially since my sister is like very tan compared to me. So it was kind of annoying, but I eventually found that girl that's on the right bottom. She looks a lot like my sister kind of, and especially the style sense, so I really love this page. I just only wish like there was a little bit more different skin tones for the stickers, but it's okay. You work with what you got. So this page was very simple. I only used like 2 paper boxes and just some washi and the girls, and that was basically it. I didn't want to add any more to that. It was just perfect. Okay, so I've been eyeballing this paper pad every video that I make, and I never choose it. And so today I wanted to go ahead and choose it because there's just so many cute papers in here and I couldn't help myself. So I decided this would be perfect since the theme for this one was like a city girl and a country girl. And I figured like this would be just the perfect amount of color, but not too much color. And it kind of looks like a wall texture, so I kind of like that. So you can see I'm just kind of fiddling with it and trying to get an idea of where I want the stickers to be, and then it kind of just goes from there. I also figured that I'd bring in my little picture books or picture stickers because it's been a while since I used them. And I didn't want to choose something like too crazy. I just wanted something that kind of told the story a little bit. And then I'm just gluing it all down. For some reason, the one on the right really reminds me of my mom. And I really like that sticker. So for this page, I actually ended up using a different washi just because it was not really working with that kind of color. And I don't know, it wasn't really selling the story that much, so I ended up changing the one on the right. So what I did is I opted for this kind of fabric washi tape, and it's really interesting. It feels like jeans. So I kind of went with that because, you know, it's a country girl, and when I think of country, I think of denim and jeans, and so I figured this would go with the whole story. But I didn't let that washi go to waste. I did end up using it for that sticker, and you can see I kind of created like a little entry spot, and that's just like, you could do that for anything. You can create it for a little secret message or something. It's a really cute idea, so I say you give it a shot. I ended up bringing back the flowers because I thought it would go perfectly with this. I just chose whatever flowers went with their outfits. The picture sticker seemed kind of empty, so I just added like a little quote sticker right on top of it. And I also chose some tabs so I can write like the date. I also went ahead and chose a sticker for underneath that picture, so you can see I just placed it, and that's where I will write my secret message. Going back to the beginning, I wanted to go ahead and use some math paper, or as some of you might know it, it's like grid paper. And what I did is I kind of just like felt where the envelope was and took my pencil and traced it, and then I just went ahead and trimmed it down. And now you can see that it slips in nicely. So I kind of like last time with the Kiki's journal, what I did is I put like some washi tape on top just so it kind of like stands out a little bit and it makes it look cuter. I also placed a heart from the Parkland sticker book right in the middle, and then I just took my pen and kind of went around the heart just to make it like kind of stand out, because it didn't really stand out that much. So now I'm just taking the time to go ahead and fill out all my journal entries. Right now you can see that it's time to fill out my secret entry, so I'll be right back. Once I'm done, I just go ahead and slip it right back into the envelope, and now no one can see the entry, unless they pull it out, which sucks. I'm just continuing to write out all my days and what happened. And I'm actually curious, do you guys journal every day, or do you let some days accumulate and then journal? And also right here, my camera didn't freaking record, so I'm sorry you didn't see me write out that whole thing, but you didn't miss out much, it was just writing. And now it is all done. So I hope you guys picked up some cool tips, and I hope you try out some of this styling. It was a lot of fun, and I really enjoy all these pages. Sometimes it's nice to like do earth tones. So yeah, if you enjoyed this, considering liking and subscribing, and I'll see you all a little later.